realestate.org. Coming to you once again, Hurley hat and all. Hey, if you're new to the channel, I'm all about teaching you everything you need to know about Hawaii and its real estate, but you just can't find it in the listing. We're practicing real estate agent here on the beautiful island of Maui. Clearly the best place on planet Earth, bar none. And what I like to do is I like to share just random cool things that you might not know until you've lived here for 10 years like I have, and that is absolutely a blessing to say that I've been here for that long. It's like the vacation that never ended. Thank goodness, but I actually do work. I'm a hard-working guy, but just being here is like, really, Eric? I mean, how hard can you really work if that's your background? Hey, wait a second. we got the youth coming in. We got the youth. So actually, where I'm at right now is a very important. It's a very important place. Could get a little nutty here. I hope it doesn't, but it's the Paia Youth and Cultural Center. I'm on the north shore of Maui, right here, just right outside of Paia. And why am I shouting this place out? Well, number one, or number two, if you are raising a family on Maui, and maybe you're a working class type family like we were or are, and you need a place for your kids to go after school, there's wonderful places like the Paia Youth and Cultural Center. If you're looking for a good place to donate some money for a good cause, you can't go wrong with places like the Paia Youth and Cultural Center. There's also these boys and girls clubs that are all over Maui as well. There's one up in Makawao where my kids used to hang out after school, and there's one in Kihei, and there's actually one in Lahaina as well. So these are wonderful places that kids can go after school when their parents are working, and they're wonderful places that you can contribute to and give. As a matter of fact, Jeff Bezos, shout out to Jeff, right? Don't know the guy, but he's pretty cool in my eyes now because he just gave a whole bunch of money. Love the mask, by the way. He just gave a whole bunch of money to Maui. He bought a place on Maui. Yes, see, he's no dummy, right? Richest man, second richest man in the world. He knows where to come buy real estate. Down in La Perouse, south of Wailea is what I heard, but he gave a ton of cash, what I heard, undisclosed amount, to Maui Food Bank, to feed my sheep, all kinds of places. So I just thank you, Jeff, for doing that. And of course, that doesn't stop our little micronic efforts here, because everything counts, right? Every little dollar counts. So don't forget to check out.
Can I say hi again?
You can say hi again.
Hi.
Anyway, every little bit counts. So don't forget to check out MauiFixHomeless.com, and that's where you can give. So what we're gonna do today, guys, besides check out the beautiful North Shore of Maui, this is your Maui Fix, I do believe, and there's the zoom going on. And of course, thumbs up if you kind of wish you were running into the water like these youth are getting ready to do. Go surf a little small kind action. But where am I located? So over here is the town of Paia, and these are some oceanfront homes right here. And see, this is what your kids get to do after school when they live on Maui, right? Isn't that cool? Go out for just a quick little session as the sun's going down. Love it. This is what I wanted my kids to experience when they were growing up. It's like, this is cool, man. Sorry, way better than the local mall. Anyway, over here to the, I don't know what direction. This place is a circle. You never know which way is what. But that's west. The sun is kind of setting over there. But that is Kahakaloa right over there. Look at that beautiful little sprout out there off the coast. Right? And that's obviously Wailuku and Wailuku, Kahalui. That's where the airplane. So this is where you land when you take off. This is where you take off right here. Your airplane takes off this direction, always into the predominant trade wind flow. Trades are humping today, and the surf is picking up. We have a nice south swell coming in, but obviously this is all kind of small kind north swell bump right now, nothing major, but a beautiful location to hang out. So one of the things I like to point out, even if you're not going to move here, like, you know, and buy a home or a hale or a land or a condo from, of course, you know, your favorite guy, right? I'll just put it out there, just a little shameless plug. But if you're just coming here for a vacation, I'm going to show you some of the coolest places you can come. So you have to come to Paia. You got to go eat at Paia Fish Market, right? You have to. That's like, if you don't do that, we'll go to the one in Kihei or the one in Lahaina. But come check out this beach right here, and I'm going to show you a way that it connects. So you can actually park in the parking lot here, which I'll show you, and then you can go on this cool little hike all the way down to, who can guess what's the next beach that direction? Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? Of course, it's Baldwin Beach, but this is a cool little walk in between these trees. And yes, there's all kinds of various gypsies, and like the bumper sticker in Paia says, don't feed the hippies, although I always feed the hippies because they're cool and they need to eat just like I do. But I'll show you quickly how you get there, because of course I got my little buddy over here, you know, Mr. One Wheel. I saw some of the kids there at the youth center kind of eyeballing it. I'm like, okay guys, that belongs to the 53-year-old. But anyway, let's go for a quick cruise. Check it out. Here we go. Fire it up. Thank you for your imminent patience. I'm gonna get the camera back on the important sunset sesh. And of course, be lively in the comment section. As I've always said, I have the most aloha fused audience on planet Earth. If there's something in this area that you're familiar with, or something you want to shout out, or a tip or a trick, or you just want to say, yes, ah, hit me in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the video, because we're always feeding the YouTube algorithm of love. Keeps us YouTubers going. And it just costs you nothing to just push that little thumb up, hopefully. If it's a thumbs down, all right, I can take some criticism. Tell me what you don't like. I know it's not going to be Maui, because it is no ka. Oh. Okay, here we go, negotiating the parking lot here. So this is the parking lot at Paia Bay, all right? And I want you to be aware of a couple things here when you come here. Public parking here, you can walk to the restaurants. Public parking up here on the right-hand side, right there where that green sign is. You can public park right there. See that green sign? And also, you have this wonderful little oceanfront trail right here. See this? So if you want to hike or bike, look at that. We can just beeline it all the way down to Baldwin Beach if we wanted to. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to be more adventurous. I'm going to go take you for a little walk in those trees. So I've never done this before. We're going to go off-roading with the one wheel. Because to me, when my kids were a little bit younger, they're older now, but I used to come down here almost every day. I lived in Kula, and my son was a bodyboarding maniac, and he loved to bodyboard, so he kind of cut his teeth on the waves in Paia Bay, which, if you know anything about Paia Bay, it's a sandy surf break, so the bottom's always moving around. Very difficult to learn how to catch rides there, but that's where he kind of learned how to bodyboard and learn how to ride waves. And so now he's one chaja. Surfs the North Shore a little bit on Oahu, not a bunch. But anyway, this is a great place to take your kids if you live on this side. Now, if you live in Lahaina, you're probably not going to come this far every day after school. But keep this place in mind, and we're just going to go on this cool little hike right in here, just for a second. There's a beautiful vista, and I want to show you on the way to Baldwin Beach. So let's check it out. Here we go. And like I said, you might come across some interesting characters back in here. You know, we just love on them. We just give them 20 spots if can. Hope they don't, you know, waste it on something goofy. But I've never done this before on the one wheel, on a live, going off-roading. So cross a finger for me and just, you know, say, Eric, what are you doing? But isn't this cool, man? So there's these little kind of cool areas that you may not know about, that you can just all of a sudden, you're in the woods kind of, right? I'm just sort of in the woods sort of here, a little bit. Ooh, I just climbed that hill and that was a little sketchy, but we made it. Oh, okay, here we go. So now I'm in some sand. It's sort of sand, it's sort of dirt. It's kind of both, but I'm doing okay, doing all right. I know I'm gonna have to walk the one wheel up one of these steep inclines. The one wheel does pretty good, but if it gets too steep, it just kind of bottoms out. But just at the top of this rise is where I wanted to show you guys. I did kind of pre-plan this. I walked it out ahead of time. Believe it or not, I'm not as spontaneous as you think. I am a little bit of a planner. See, we got a little homeless holly right there, just FYI. As you know, I've kind of dedicated myself recently, you know, at the very beginning of COVID, not the beginning, but when I realized, dink, that homelessness, Maui Food Bank was going to be a problem for working class normal people that are like used to having food in their fridge. I decided to put a big focus on donations to the Maui Food Bank. And so I think we're pretty good now. We're down about 20-30%, I believe, with travelers, and that could eventually affect the economy, but I think people are doing pretty well as far as eating. So now I've kind of shifted the attention, if you will, to homelessness. So we've raised about $4,000 or $5,000, something like that. I'm still not too sure what to do with kind of that smaller amount of money, but if you have any ideas, please let me know. But please do visit MauiFixHomeless.com. Give what you can, and hit me in the comments with any thoughts or ideas what I should do with this first little injection of cash that we have, because I'm very open and I want to make sure I spend that money responsibly for the homeless, and if anything, just raise awareness to the problem, because there is a pretty big problem, not just here obviously, but all over the world. But if we can't fix it on this little micronic island, that's kind of scary, right? We should be able to figure that out, right? If you go to Telluride or Aspen, or just a major, destination somewhere like that, they don't really have a bunch of homeless everywhere. At least I don't think they do. So I think we should be able to fix it for Maui. So Victorino, Ige, we love the focus on keeping us safe, but let's also have the focus on redirecting some of those beautiful tax dollars to help those folks that are suffering here in our local world. So anyway, enough of that. I mean, there's never enough of it, but you know what I'm saying. Just trying to keep the focus on what's important, and that is keep the focus on others. So here we are. Look at this beautiful little walk that you have in between Baldwin and Paia Bay, and it's just a beautiful little vista. Matter of fact, this is the area where a lot of people will go windsurfing, right? It's a little bit further to the north here, but it's airport sort of windsurf, kite surf heaven right here to the north. But this is a fun little walk in between these two beaches, if you will. So within just a few seconds, you can see I find myself on my own little personal sandy beach area, all by myself. See that? So don't think that Maui is one of those places that you can't find a personal little stretch of white sand just for you and your special person to come hang out, because all you have to do is just go around the corner and there's just miles of this going on all the way down. It's a great place to come down in the morning if you live in Haiku or the North Shore or Paia or even Upcountry, Makawao. This is a very short, close drive. So a lot of people ask me when they buy a home in these areas, hey, where's the closest beach? Ho'okipa is the closest place to go surf, obviously. Love Ho'okipa, but it's kind of sketchy, right? If you're not a good surfer, I wouldn't go out there. It's definitely no beginners, but certainly if you want to just hit the beach, that's a great spot. Tons of turtles, and then this whole stretch, basically, Kuau is down that direction, small kind of little area of beach down there, but this is a nice big stretch all the way from where I just started down there in Paia Bay, and it goes all the way down here to Baldwin Beach, and then it continues even further on past that. There's a small little rock outcropping right there, but you can get around that very, very easily. So with that said, I'm kind of game to head into Paia because I think it's a cool place to show off. And this is a Friday, Aloha Friday. I was actually showing some homes over here in Haiku, and the market's really super hot. Matter of fact, the showings, just to show you how desperate we are right now, we're all on properties that were already under contract, and we're just thinking about doing backup offers. Yeah, that's kind of nutty. So one of the beautiful services I like to think I provide is this alert system, so that the moment something hits the market, I run down there with this beautiful camera setup, iPhone 12, take little 60-second videos, I text them to you the moment something hits the market. So keep that in mind. In this market, you gotta be really quick. A lot of people ask me, hey Eric, how do I get a rental on Maui? Same thing. Set up an alert on Craigslist, Zillow Hot Pads, and Facebook Marketplace, and the moment a rental property hits the market, boom, get on it. Because early bird gets the worm, and in this market, speed to lead is very, very important. So anyway, let's continue back, guys, if it's all right with you. So far, the one wheel has been doing me right through these woods, if you will. I'd love to continue further, actually, but a little too much sand, and the one wheel does bog down in the heavier sand. But okay, there we go. Now we're back on the trail. One thing you'll notice about the sunsets over here, obviously, is there are none of the ball hitting the ocean. So on the North Shore, obviously because of the direction, you only get that ball hitting the ocean on the west side of Maui. One of the last places in the United States for the sun to drop, other than, I'm sure, somewhere up in Alaska. But that's one of the reasons I love the west side of Maui as well, because the day is the longest, if you will. And I love daytime, I love sunlight, I love sunshine. I love the never-ending summer of Hawaii too, because, I mean, who wants winter, right? I mean, winter kind of sucks in my opinion. If you're from the Midwest, hit me in the comments and just say, Eric, I love the winter time. Just go ahead, try it. You won't even be able to type the word. You'll be like, I live in Ohio and I love, so you won't be able to type it. You'll be like, no, can't do it. I live in Iowa and I just love it from January to March. I just want to be here. You can't type it. You can't do it. Why? because winter sucks. Sorry, just us. You know it's true. That's why you need to come to Maui this winter and hang out. All right, here we go. I made it down the hill. See, look at that. The sacrifices I make for you people. All right, I walked down that hill. And then here again, we have that little hale right there. They're all over the place, guys. I'm telling you, there's little homeless hales everywhere. It's still their home, right? I still call it a hale. It's their home. Home is where your heart is. Home is where you lay your head on the pillow at night, and they got little pillows in there. That's their place. You just got to help them out. Make sure they're not hungry or on drugs. Uh-oh. There is that caveat, I believe, should be in place before you help anybody. It's like, hey man, get off that stuff, because the stuff is what's making you homeless, right? Get off the bad stuff so you can think straight, work hard. Ooh, I actually did kind of crash right there. See that deeper sand kind of got me there a little bit. All right, it was a sign, see? Everything happens for a reason. That means I need to walk this hill. So what we're gonna do now, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, the show will go on, must go on. I'm gonna head real quick into Paia. Another thing I like to point out sometimes, and hey, don't get me wrong, I am by no stretch Hawaiian, not even close. I'm not even a local. I'm just a haole that's been living here for 10 years. They'll never let me forget that. But I do know how to pronounce a few things that'll help you. So the I is an E, right? So if you see Paia, it's an I right there, P-A-I-A, it's Paia. You pronounce an I with an E. You don't go to Iao Valley, you go to Iao Valley. I-A-O is Iao. Real simple. And where I live is Kanapali. No, it's Ka'anapali. So a lot of people say Kanapali, or I've even heard Kanapali. That's amazing. But it's not Kanapali, it's Ka'anapali. So you almost like pronounce everything. And then the other one, what's the other one that's good? The W is a V. Except if you're saying Makawao. You still say Makawao. You don't say Makawao. They'll just look at you weird and be like, huh? So there's little idiosyncrasies like that, but a W basically is pronounced with a V. So like Kiave wood, right? That's with a W, but it's Kiave. Anyway, just a couple tips there, guys. And then like oahu, right? We say oahu. We don't say oahu. We say oahu. I mean, seriously. It's not Honolulu, it's Honolulu. Just little things like that. So it's like code for I'm a tourist or I've been here for a little while. Again, you're never going to be local, so just get that out of your head. But you might know how to pronounce some words correctly. And that's all they're asking for. They're like, hey, Holly, pronounce it right, yeah? Okay, so over here you'll see there's a nice little basketball court. You can come out and play some basketball. And that is, of course, Paia Bay, just to re-center yourself. Here we are entering into Paia. There's the bypass, if you will. You can take that bypass, and then that's another way to actually head up to Makawao, that direction. And a lot of people that live in Haiku will actually take the Kula Highway up to Makawao and then head down to Haiku that way. They won't even go through Paia, because Paia is a pretty big bottleneck, right? Major traffic jammage right here. So sometimes it's faster to go up through Makawao. How's them? I got him. They thought I was goofy, but that's cool. Anyway, that's one of the ways you can go up to other parts of Haiku, is up through Makawao. You can probably hear those trade winds kicking in a little bit there. So I got my hand over the windsock, so hopefully it's not too annoying. But the trades have been very active today. Here we have a new business that opened up. We got one guy playing some music there. Cobra. Well, I'm going to shout this place out. We can get some customers down here. Yeehaw! Yes, sir! Okay, well, that's the surf club, man. Any place that's called the surf club, sign me up. Love it. Let's get some people down here. Next time you're here, guys, make it happen at the surf club, because their doors are open, they're playing live music, and they're doing it right in the midst of the governor and the mayor and other council members trying to keep people from coming to Maui, which is completely stupid. But whatever, we'll put up with you until your policies come back to making sense. Ridiculous. But anyway, here, Paia Jewelers. So lots of shout outs here, right? Flatbread pizza. Like, you cannot get better organic pizza on earth than the old flatbread, right? Seriously. That place will make your mouth drool just walking by. And of course, the Paella Inn right here. Beautiful little boutique hotel. Love it. Haven't stayed there, but someday I might. A little staycation, possibly. I don't know. Maui Cyclery. Also got Crank up in Wakawao. But it's all about the shout outs, guys. So if you have a favorite business here in Paia that you'd like to mention, or if you've had a good experience with some like Ono Shave Ice. Ono, what does that mean? That means like the best. Like, oh, brah, some Ono Shave Ice. Broke the mouth. Broke the mouth. Okay, that's Pidgin for it tastes really, really good. Broke the mouth. Again, I'm not some kind of, you know, whatever, specialist on this stuff. I'm just teaching you what I know. It's very limited, but it could help a little bit. So someone comes up to you and goes, oh, brah, the poke at Fulan broke the mouth today. You'd be like, excuse me, it broke your mouth? Or some local comes up to you and goes, hey, where you stay? You're like, I stay at the Hilton. No, he's saying like, where are you at right now? You could be at the Hilton, but he's actually asking like, where are you physically at right there at this very second? Where you stay. Okay, Honolulu Surf Company. San Lorenzo Bikinis. Yes, bring your, well, they have a sale. I was going to say bring your wallet, but we continue here to Ululani's, the best shave ice on planet Earth. Can I get a thumbs up on that one? Probably not. Probably so. Are you kidding? No one's going to argue with that. Of course, we got Toby's up here. We got to give Toby some props, right? Toby's Shave Ice. Come on, should we have a paddle battle between Toby's and Ululani's? I don't know. Well, I don't know. Toby's isn't open right now, so I guess Ululani's takes the cake on that one. You got to stay open, brah. Got the Jammin' Maui. I bought a bunch of shorts here one time when I first moved here. It cost me so much money. Okay, here we go. That's pretty cool, huh? A little deadhead situation there. Unfortunately, this is a little too often you see this nowadays. Okay, that's why we're shouting out business, people. That's why we're out here working. That's why I'm not drinking a Mai Tai right now. I'm like, come on, mainlanders, come over here. Bring your wallet and get some Thai spice, authentic Thai cuisine. Kava bar back in there, that'll chill you out. Of course, over here we got, where is it at? Oh boy, they still didn't open up. Well, I guess they're done, huh? They're pow. It's been a while since I've been here, boy. Is that really true? Man, Charlie, come on, Charlie, don't do this to me. Really? Oh, that sucks. That's one bummer. But this is a new one that opened. I know it closed and now it's back. Anybody been to Dolly's? I haven't, but it looks pretty cool. That's a nice joint. Paia Tattoo Parlor. Come and get that beautiful Polynesian turtle you've been dreaming about your whole life, and then retire and do nothing. Just get cool marine tattoos. Just trying to think creatively here. And of course, here in the corner, guys, is the beautiful Paia Fish Market, right? Hands down, best Ono grinds you'll get for the dollar. Big old giant mahi sandwich for like 13 bucks. It's ridiculous. Truly is. Okay, bro. Oh, excuse me, guys. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Yeah. Thank you. Anything you want to say to YouTube?
Nothing much.
Nothing
Just
much.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Shoots, that's nice, man. Thank you very much. You from here?
Yes.
Oh, you work in Honolulu, huh?
Yes.
All right. So everyone can come and get 50% off?
Yes.
Yes. All right. And what's your badge number? No, just kidding.
I wish.
I wish. All right. Well, hey.
What's your YouTube channel?
So it's Hawaii Real Estate Org, O-R-G.
ORG.
You can just put in Eric West Maui.
Perfect.
Yeah. I live in West Maui, so it makes sense, right?
Yes.
I think I was born to live there.
Yes.
How about you? Where you stay?
Haiku.
Haiku.
And all that darkness.
Oh, nice. The darkness. Yeah, the rain, right?
Yes.
Plenty.
Yes.
And now, how long you lived on Maui?
All my life, born and raised.
Born and raised.
Years.
For real?
Yes.
Wow.
2 days ago made 21 years.
No way. Happy
Yes.
birthday, man.
Thank you.
And what's your name?
Keaka.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Keaka.
Keaka, nice,
Yeah.
nice. All right, guys, everyone in the comments hit Keaka with a happy birthday, man. Throw him some shakas and tell him aloha from the mainland.
Thank you.
All right, man. Well, nice to meet you. Thanks for letting me put you on the spot.
You're all good.
It's all good. These days, this is normal, right?
Oh, yes.
So
It's almost like paparazzi.
It's almost like paparazzi, right? Except you are now the star of the show.
Yes.
You're like your own paparazzi. Here I am coming out of the restaurant. Look at me, guys. They're like, really?
It's all good.
It's funny. All right, man. Hey, nice to meet you, man. Aloha.
You as well.
All right, guys. Here we go. We're gonna engage the one wheel again, hopefully. All right, crossing the street now. We couldn't not shout out Milagros, right? Every time I came here on vacation, this was like my little spot to eat before I jumped on the airplane. Loved their burgers and never had a bad meal at Milagros, ever. Amazing. Good stuff. But then I will admit, I kind of got addicted to the old Paia fish market over there. So anyway, that's why you see me obsessing on that. The Choice Health Bar, this is a new addition over here in Paia. These are popping up all over the place. My kids love these places. Still can't believe how much you can pay for a acai bowl, but whatever. They like it and it seems healthy, although I think it's kind of a carb fest. And then here's a couple other classic stores in Paia. You have, of course, the Alaskan Airlines. The VW vans I used to own, which I sold. Wish I wouldn't have, but I did. They always had the Alaskan Airlines stickers on there, right? Great little souvenir shop. They got all kinds of cool stuffs in there. It's closed at the moment, but you know, there's a swell tomorrow, so that's what I'm gonna blame it on. And then Mahina, well, shut down earlier around here, man. Maybe it's the governor's decree. You must be safe and close your business early. Moonbow Tropics, another shout out. It's Friday night, it's not that late, I don't think. I wonder why these businesses are closed. Mandala Creations. And of course up here to me is the best place to buy your veggies and your fruits, and that is of course is Mana Foods. Very, very affordably priced. The supplements in here are cheaper than Amazon. Most of the time I would check, but if you want to get your star fruit, your lychees, you want to get some, you know, lily koi, come on people, this is all the Ono grinds of tropical perfection that you get living on this island, and they sell it all in here, you know, pineapple, Maui Gold of course, but very, very, we're talking, this is like a bedrock store right here. Love the community. Good job, Mana Foods, you guys. Right, and this is where the gypsies hang out. Not the gypsies, what do we call them? The hippies, right? Don't feed the hippies, but we still feed the hippies. Because the hippies need to eat, just like I do. Matter of fact, it's so funny, there's a guy here. He's got like blonde hair, you know, kind of blonde hair. Looks like he's a German dude or something, kind of longer blonde hair. And we gave him burgers when we were here 10 years ago. Like literally, gave him burgers from Milagros. We couldn't finish it, the kids. He is still here, man. He's still eating burgers from tourists. 10 years later. I'm like, wow, he's got a good gig, right? Anyway, all good. All right, guys, well, I'm gonna turn around. I think I'll go down the other side of the street. If you're still watching, then you are really cool, or you're just nothing going on your Friday night. Maybe you're getting ready to go to bed. I know a lot of people watch my lives when they're getting ready to go to bed on the mainland, and that's cool. Just tell us what you're doing right now. If you're still on the live, hit me in the comments. Like, we're still here, Eric, because we love Paia as much as you do. I do, I love this town. I mean, I don't like it, I mean, Lahaina to me has got a little bit more historicness to it, but Paia is like one of a kind, man. There's nothing on planet Earth even comes close to Paia or Lahaina, in my opinion. High-tech surf, great place to buy your boards. They have one in Kahului. They sponsor the surf teams, and so I give them a lot of props and love for all their effort doing that. Cafe de Amis, I'm probably saying that completely wrong. Someone correct me in the comments, I'm sure you will. I haven't eaten there, but I know a lot of people do. Artisan ice cream. Cobra. Okay, oh boy. Excuse me, thank you. Okay, and then Cafe Mambo, huh? Yes, that's a good one here. So guys, thanks for the shout outs. If you're hitting in the comment section anywhere that you have eaten here that you recommend, obviously I've pointed out my favorites, but I think pretty much everything is my favorite. You'll probably notice that. Because guess what, man? I'm one of those guys, right? If it sucks, I'm not gonna say it, you know? It's just not nice. We focus on the positive in life. Matter of fact, my mom and dad had a friend. He lived to be 100. His name was Ed Wolf. Ask Ed, hey dude, what's your secret, man? How do you do it? I mean, you're like 95 and you're still like partying with us. He's like, Attic, accentuate the positive. That's what he said, man, every time. I asked him for like 20 years, Ed, how do you do it, man? What's your secret? Accentuate the positive. That's the key, guys. Accentuate the positive and everything will be just fine. The negative, stamp it out. All right, this is gonna be pretty tight right in here. Woo. That's all right. Hey guys, aloha. Thank you. Whoa, that was very tight. Man, this is the full Paia tour. So we just passed by Paia Fish Market, obviously. And here we have Dos Gardinas, and then Beasa Rose. And then we got a little hula girl tattoo. Love that name. Wings Hawaii. Nice little gift shop. Boy, if I was here with my wife, I'd be stuck on this sidewalk for like the next hour. Okay, mele ukulele. All right, get your favorite instrument, the ultimate Hawaiian aloha vibe producer, Puehu Gallery. Oh man, that is really cool. Hang on a second. I'm gonna jump off my one wheel for this piece of art. Look at that. What? That is too cool. Now the heart that was over by the blowhole I've heard is gone, but this is a different kind of heart. That is nuts. And the sign over here says, check this out. See, this is why I love doing lives, because you never know what's going to happen. Look what it says right there. My heart is in Hawaii. Now notice the W I pronounce with a V, Hawaii. That's how you're supposed to say it, guys. See? I'm not saying I just figured that out, I'm just trying to help you out. So when someone says, hey, where are you going this week? Say, hey, I'm going to Hawaii. And then you would have said it correctly. But is that cool or is that cool? Right? I mean, we could just stop the live right here and it would be like epic. So where's this at? Let's see here. Is that, I don't know, man. Anyone? Anyone? It'd be funny if it wasn't in Hawaii. It's funny. I'm sure it is, but anyway, that kind of caught my attention. Never seen that before. Thumbs up, man. That was cool. All right, we're gonna finish the Paia tour, then we're gonna do a sign off, and I'm gonna go home and have some mono grinds with the ohana. Okay, here we go, Oceana Maui. And then by the bay, art, jewelry, and more. Shout out. A little Aloha Boutique. Love the name. Maui Hands, artisans and jewelers. This is maybe like a place where they rent a little space and they get to sell their little crafts and wares. Pretty cool. The Blue Room. Someone's got some music going around here. Oh, that's the guy playing down at the surf club. The Blue Room. Should we end on a little live music, guys? We haven't done that in a while. I almost feel like I'm in Kaanapali right now. Nuage Blue. And over here is the Shell station. All right. Can we make it across the street? Let's do it. There it is, still going at the surf club. Yes, sir. Chee. All right, guys. Well, hey, that was fun. That was cool, right? Beautiful. It's a nice little moment. The end to another awesome little Maui Fix Live. So thanks again for tuning in, guys. I know it went just a little bit long, but life's short, right? Take your time. We're on Maui time, right? We're not in a hurry. We're not trying to do anything other than just hang out. Aloha. So thanks again for tuning in, guys. If you found the video even slightly enjoyable, give me a shaka thumbs up. See, the thumb is actually up in a shaka, right? Share it, subscribe to it. If you don't mind, subscribe. I've been pushing the subscribers much lately, but I need to, right? Because that's what YouTube wants, and we give YouTube what it wants, and it gives us what we want, which is all you guys, and you guys are amazing. So Hawaii is amazing. I love sharing it with you. Oh, look at this, a beautiful Hawaiian evening. Look at this little beautiful crescent moon. Look at that bugger right there, huh? Oh, very nice, just hanging in there. We have this big planet right here next to it, I'm sure. I don't know what that planet is, probably Venus. But just a beautiful Hawaiian weekend on tap. We have surf. I'm excited, like my adrenaline is up right now. I'm thinking south swell coming our way. Could be one of the last ones. I'm gonna be riding, that was a Porsche, by the way. Be riding some beautiful green walls tomorrow morning, hopefully at dawn. But then I'll go to work, and that's okay, because that's fun too. But thanks again for tuning in, guys. I could just keep talking. I don't know why that is, but I just like talking to you guys. So thumbs up, share, subscribe. I shall return. I don't know where, I don't know when, but I promise it'll be somewhere on the most beautiful island on planet Earth, Maui, Hawaii. Eric West.